The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Horton, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses one. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's off. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the secondary.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target over the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Leaves it with the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Breaks the tackle. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. Just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of their deep ones.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the edge.
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Jackson. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wicks. Quick strike complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll try to run for it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Broncos are marching down the field. Going up top on first down. Dances away. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He caught it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Quicks. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The DBs will back off a bit. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That's caught. It's Cherry. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Using the quick game. ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now second and 10 from the 24. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Those are whistles that you got to be heard off these quarterbacks stepping out. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. That quarterback was doing his best. Houdini escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Wicks. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on first and 10. Try to get it to the edge. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wicks. He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A first down run on the doorstep. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Broncos! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Number 25 in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Miami, 14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to defend on the play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Excellent field position here for the offense. He leaves it with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
Number 25.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. It's been like a launching pad for that UCF offense today. Liftoff and touchdown on just about every series. They're up by 35 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Off he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety. And that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give from the gun. Bulldozes his way through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no boss, get it together.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. He's going to take off. Ball's out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where we just go, daggum, with a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's right on target. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get better than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to call that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Shaw. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they got him for the sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Boise State, 31. Miami, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Yaw. He looks that one in nicely. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Boise State, 31. Miami, 21.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He wants to throw here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This is a third and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man. It's Dave. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The completion well past the sticks. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is ready to give them a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He fires one deep down the right side. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. DB's right up on the receivers. Going to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Now on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Trying to get behind the defense. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark to give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. What great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. The 50, the 40, the 20, past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
Touchdown.
The AT unit on the field.
Number 15. Score for defense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Boston College is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 24 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense lining up for a first down play. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. And they'll take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field,